All right, so listening skills. Number one, uno, with the 5 keys to positive change. Next is gonna be your sharing. Sharing skills. So the first set of keys to your positive change is what? Active listening, right? Active listening. Learning how to listen, which is so important in our community because we don't want to listen. We want to do all the talking, but we never want to listen. We never want to listen. So the next will be sharing skills. Oh man, this is a big one right here, man. Sharing skills. Being able to be open-minded and also giving constructive feedback at the same time. So let's say sharing skills. Being open-minded. And being able to give constructive feedback. At the same time. See that? Sharing skills. That's something that we lack in our community. We don't want to share knowledge of anything good. The only thing we want to share is something that we have no business of entwining ourselves with. Being open-minded. Another thing. When you're not open-minded, you will cause yourself to miss out on things that are very, very important to you, especially when you're out in the streets. Being open-minded and being able to give constructive feedback. What's constructive feedback? Being able to give positive feedback. And man, this is a big one right here. Listen, out in our community, it's big because we never give positive feedback. That's right, exactly. We always want to give something bad. Oh, look at that nigga. Oh, look at that old waterhead. You know, we always name calling. We always tearing each other down. It's never nothing constructive. It's never nothing that's going to boost up, you know what I'm saying, a person's ego or his self-awareness. It's none of that. It's always tearing down. And we carry this stuff with us because we feel that we're not able to achieve the things that we really want to achieve because we're around so much of the negative feedback. And we're around a whole bunch of people that are not being open-minded to the realities of life. You know, a man gets into some trouble. He goes to prison, and he goes and do his time. He come back out. It's time for him to face real life. So the first thing a man needs when he come home is a job. But believe it or not, a majority of young men, the first thing they say is, man, ain't nobody gonna hire me. I'm a felon. Ain't want nobody to hire me. And you know what? He would live like this. Which would cause him to go back into the same stinking thinking, the same realities of how he used to live, and put him right back in prison again. Same thing. The recidivism goes round and round and round again. Round and round it goes. Where he stop? Everybody knows. It ain't like nobody don't know, because if you're doing the same thing, you're going back to the same place. You go around the same people, and when you left before you went to jail, guess what? You're going back to jail. In the same cycle, over and over again. And there's a lot of us in our community that entertain these cycles each and every day because, number one, we're not open-minded. This is big right here. Because a lot of time in our communities, we want to think and feel the way that we want to think and feel. We don't have respect for how other people feel. You see what I'm saying? We're not even open-minded to the fact of that maybe I can get a job. Maybe I can do something different. I don't have to go to jail. I don't have to be a statistic. I don't have to be any of these things. Only thing I have to do is comply. And once I comply, I will start seeing results. But if you're not open-minded, there's no way you're going to be able to see any kind of results. Right? Being able to give constructive feedback. What are the things that we're saying? Now, a lot of times the things we're saying is basically coming from here. What's this right here? What we say this was?
That listener.
That's right.
The ear.
The ear. What's going in here? And what you're able to basically digest. So what goes in here, it's on you to decide what you're gonna keep. You see what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. You ever had when you go get a plate? It may be some on that plate you don't like, but there's some stuff in there that you like too. Yeah. Like I don't eat potato salad, but if I get a plate with some ribs on it and some green beans, you know, and they got potato salad on it. And a piece of bread, and if the bread is stuck in the potato salad, I may not even eat the bread because I don't like potato salad. But guess what? I'm gonna eat everything else because this is what I like.
Don't blame me. Talking about forget the bread.
You see what I'm saying? Forget the bread. You know, but it's the same thing as a good example of active listening.
Take what you want.
You take what's gonna be good for you. Yeah. What that feel something that's gonna be good for you that you're able to use, and the rest. You throw it away. You throw it away. And that's a good example. That's life, period. Yeah. Life is a big plague of some foods you're not going to be able to eat. You don't like. Some foods are allergic. Some foods you will eat that give you an allergic reaction. Those are the things to stay from. Had I known back then what I know now, I would have never tried drugs a day in my life. I would have never tried it. But by me not being open-minded, let me change that. By me considering myself to be open-minded, to be open-minded, I tried. I want to feel good, and when I tried it, man, I didn't know that I wanted to feel good every day. Now, I wanted to feel good so much that feel good became my lifestyle. So much of a feel good that I was in poverty. Feeling good and feeling bad at the same time. So you get high, and then when the supply gone, you're feeling bad. Yeah. And guess what? You will not feel any better until you get high again. And it's a cycle, man. It's over and over and over. Pain, pain, pain. And it's a lot of homeboys and homegirls that I know right now, over 30 years, still going through the same pain, brother. Addiction. But that's going to be another part we get to in the class. But I said all that to say, man, that listening, man, it's very important to be an active listener and also to have these sharing skills at the same time to be able to confront and level with people about you. And also some good things about them too as well. Because you don't want to see if you got yourself together, you may have homeboys or people that you know, you don't want to see them go to jail. You don't want to see them get killed. If they out in the streets, that's what's going to happen. Yeah. So then, by you knowing that and you on the right path, what you give is the constructive feedback that they're supposed to have. They try to help. And believe me, some of them are listening. They may not get it right then and there.
Yeah, but it takes something.
But it takes some time here and there. Yeah. But they will always remember. They will always remember. I remember that brother used to talk, man. I was out there. That's one brother, man. That brother loved me. You see what I'm saying? Oh, that sister loved me. So, being open-minded, man. Sharing skills. We got to have it. Got to have it, man. It's got to be a part. It's got to be a part of our everyday life. Whether you in the streets or not. Being able to have sharing skills to get you out of the streets. Because you'll be able to decipher being open-minded on what's good for you and what's not. And you'll also be able to be an active listener to be able to take in constructive feedback. See, sometimes we get mad at people when they tell us the truth. Oh man, we don't want to hear nothing about the truth. And the truth really sets you free. But we'd rather be bound.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? People like to look good. We like to feel good. We like to feel good. So, you know, when somebody tell you something, man, boy, yeah, June boy, he got it, boy. He got it. It ain't nothing but the truth, too. He talking about drugs, something that's gonna kill you. We don't want to hear it. I remember I used to go buy drugs, man. Let me tell you, I used to buy drugs. And boy, when the dealer look out for me, he look out for me. And I said, boy, he don't bless me. How in the world he don't bless me? Man, he trying to kill me with this stuff. And here I am talking about he don't bless me. You see?
Yeah.
What open-minded do when you out in the streets, when you think you really being open-minded?
Yeah.
You see the difference between constructive feedback and negative feedback? See, sometimes the negative can become a positive if you never knew what positive is. See, here I am saying that the drugs was a blessing when it was killing me the whole time. You get it?
Yeah.
And this is how we live in the streets. We feel we're making money. We feel we're doing this and doing that, but we robbing ourselves from living. Robbing ourselves from living. So sharing skills, man. Sharing skills. You got to be open-minded, and you also got to be able to give constructive feedback, man. Whether it's to somebody you trying to help, or sometimes, man, you got to give constructive feedback to yourself, man. You see what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Even to yourself. You got to encourage yourself. Next, confronting and leveling. Oh, man, that's big. Number 3. Confronting and leveling. What do I mean by that? Confronting and leveling. Oh, man, this is being able to, when you're able to talk to people on a level that they're understanding. Man, I got a problem with somebody. Instead of me going out the way doing something real stupid, something that's gonna cause me damage and consequences, I confront and level with them. Hey man, look, we got an issue, man. Let's deal with this issue. Let's deal with this problem. We got to deal with this problem because it's making me I just feel out of place. I'm feeling very uncomfortable, especially in your relationships. I talk about this all the time. If you got 2 heads in a household, it's going to be total chaos. Because you can't tell one person one thing and they thinking the same thing. So if you got 2 people that are going against each other and neither one of them want to listen, guess what? You got 2 heads, it's total chaos. Yeah. Somebody got to confront and level.
I got 3.
You see what I'm saying? Somebody got to confront and level. Somebody got to, we call it breaking the ice. Somebody, hey, look, my bad. I'm sorry. Hey, look, I am so sorry. Look, hey, and I'm good for that now. I used to couldn't say I was sorry.
I only argue with women.
You know, but if that's dealing with pride. If you got too much pride, then you miss it. You miss everything, man. I'm talking about you miss just the blessings of life. When you got too much pride that you can't tell people that you don't hurt, that you sorry. Yeah, you miss it, man. You miss you miss what God had for you, man. You know, and He loved reconciliation. So confronting and leveling. Give you another definition. Confronting and leveling. Healthy ways of communicating. That's all it is.
About to say, trip. I'm 20 now. I'm too old to be fussing with women.
That's right.
I can't win with no woman. I don't care.
That's the way to look at it. Right? Healthy ways of communication. Man, look, life is in your relationships. Everything should be healthy.
Yo.
It gotta be. Because if not, you off balance somewhere. It's something that's gonna be on your mind, man. That's really, eventually, if you don't deal with it, it's gonna take control of you. It's gonna take control of you. Whether it be somebody that made you upset at the job, every time you go to work, first thing you saying is, God, I got to go up in this joint to be around this joker here. It could be in the household. You pulling up in the yard. Dang, I got to go in this house and deal with this woman. Well, I got to go deal with this. I got to go deal with that. It can be anywhere, man. Because when you dealing with people, you dealing with relationships no matter what. You remember I told y'all yesterday, I said, look, you got to have people. You can't be by yourself. And in the streets, the first thing, man, I'm by myself, man. All I need is me. But you can't do nothing by yourself. Yeah. You can't do nothing by yourself. Everything you do, you got to have somebody to help you do it. Everything you do. If you go to McDonald's, yeah, you go in there and walk in there and buy your food by yourself, but guess what? If nobody don't cook it, and nobody don't wrap it up and put it in the bag, you ain't gonna get it. Same thing we talked about the gas. You may have money to go and get the gas, but if the people don't come and fill the tanks up, you ain't gonna have no gas. Right. So everybody needs somebody. Mm-hmm. You pay your bills, you can have your house. But if the people don't come and make sure that everything working, guess what? You ain't gonna have that. You pay your light bill. But if the people don't put it in the computer that you paid it, guess what? Your light's gonna be off. Yeah. And here you go talking about you don't need nobody. I don't need nobody. Even when I was on drugs, I said, man, I don't need nobody. And I gotta go to the dope dealer and get the dope from the dope man. Yeah. So, is that not needing somebody?
Yeah, it is. Oh, that's 100%.
You see what I'm saying? It's just the common things, and we don't think about it. We don't think about it. So, confronting level, healthy ways of communication. Man, your communication with people, man, gotta be healthy, man. That way it keeps you in peace. It keeps you strengthened. Because now you don't develop good, healthy relationships of people that you know that love you. And what got me when I used to be out in the streets, I remember it. It's been years, but I remember it. How can we be around people we don't know? And we treat those people better than we do our own family.
Yeah, I understand now.
How? Mm-hmm. And at the end of the day, when you ain't got nothing, either you're going to be around somebody that ain't got nothing in the streets, because only people that hang with people that don't have nothing in the streets is people that don't have nothing. Mm-hmm. If you got something, normally drug dealers hang with drug dealers. Because everybody getting money. They got the same sort of kind of same focus. Yeah. Junkies hang with junkies. You rarely see drug dealers cooling out, hanging out with junkies. Yeah, sure, I know. You see what I'm saying? You're not going to see that like that. Mm-hmm. Unless the drug dealer is getting the junkie to do something for him. Yeah. But still, at the end of the day, he ain't going to be around him like that either. No. You see what I'm saying? Yeah. It just don't make sense. It's not going to happen. So, confronting and leveling. Healthy ways of communication. So, we need that. We need that confronting and leveling in order, basically, to survive out here. Because, especially in the black community. Man, the black community, man, as tough as it is, man, we need each other, man. And it's tough out here. We need each other 10 times more than any other race. But we're so distant from one another. But what time something happened, what time somebody else from another race or whatever do something to one of us, we want to, Black Lives Matter. Black Lives Matter. But then when them 2 or 3 days are over with, all that little marching, you go right back to your neighborhood and watch a couple of other brothers get bust or shot up, and you don't say nothing about it. It done got so bad now, man, you can't even really look at people now. You can't even really look at brothers now. Brother, look at me, man, what the world wrong with you? What's up? What's up, cuz? Why you looking at me like that? Oh, man, I was just, the jacket you got on, man, that's fly jacket. Oh, all right. Thanks. The ego. And we don't have nothing. And this is crazy because when the brothers, when they get incarcerated, man, nothing. You have nothing. Literally have nothing. You got the same blanket. the same jumpsuit, the same pillow, the same mattress, the same care package that they give you that everybody else got. And guess what? And when they say lockdown, you got to go in your cell just like everybody else. I don't care who you was out here in the street. When you locked up, you just like everybody else. Just like everybody else. Don't think I'm lying.
Well, I know you ain't. I
Think I'm lying.
Well,
Okay. All right, so, and we're going to talk about that too, dealing with ego. A little later on, probably Thursday. But the next one, this is big right here. Man, diversity, respecting others. This is another key for change. Man, we got to learn to respect others. This is one of the biggest words in the game of the streets. Respect others. Diversity. We want respect, but we don't want to give respect. What time somebody say something to us out the way, the first thing we saying is, oh man, I don't know who he think he talking to. I don't know who he think he disrespecting. Ain't nobody gonna be talking to me like that. Ain't nobody gonna be talking to me like that. Hey, you know what? We hear this all the time. Do you know who I am?
Yo.
Do you know who I am? Nah. The question is, do you know who you are? Do you know who you really are? Respecting others. Diversity. Man, this is so big right here because it's so many of us, man, that go to prison or either die because of this right here. We feel or felt disrespected. Do you know how many people die in the black community because of the word respect? They would just give you a ratio on black crime, but they don't never tell you why. They don't never tell you why. Oh man, shoot. Brother disrespected me, man.
Disrespect my gangster, man.
Yeah. Oh, he looked at my girl wrong, man. Hey, what you say, cuz? No, I ain't like the way you looked at me in the first place. Matter of fact, yeah, you thought I forgot the stuff that happened last year. When we was over Junebug house, at the cookout, when you stepped on my shoe. Some of the most stupidest stuff in the world. What cause a man to go out and kill another man out of the word respect when you don't even have respect for your own self. Respecting others, man. Diversity. We always talk about people being racist towards us, but truthfully, man, we some of the biggest racists in our black in the community. Man, we just as racist as everybody else. Not only do we hate other people, we hate ourselves. We hate ourselves, man. We want to deal with our realities because there's no self-awareness. We don't know who we are. So therefore, we can't respect others when you don't respect yourself. That's why I tell a lot of young brothers, man, pull your pants up, man. You're not respecting yourself. What's cool about that?
That's weird.
Pull your pants up. I seen a brother in the McDonald's, man. It's not too long ago. Man, he got his pants pulled down with stains in his drawers, man.
Oh my goodness.
With stains in his drawers, man. I had to pull it around. I didn't even know the brother, man. He thought I was trying to be funny. I said, no, let me holler at you, young man. Let me talk to you for a minute, young man. And I pulled his coat. I was like, yo, look, check this out, man. It's not the fact that you got your pants down. But yo, bro, you got white drawers on, man. And you ain't proper. You see what I'm saying? Yeah. And he like, huh? I said, yeah, man, you need to go get right. Oh. Thanks, Unc. But see what I'm saying? He wanted to only hear. He wasn't even an active listener. He didn't have no type of listening skills. Because when he first heard me, when I said what I said, he should have been swift to look or to step in the bathroom or whatever it was to go fix himself accordingly. But he didn't. I had to go through all that to try to help him out. And this is what's going on in our community. We don't want to listen. We only want to listen to people that we feel that we should listen to. And the people that we feel that we should listen to, they don't even give a damn about us.
See, but you said it constructive feedback.
That's right. So where are you getting your feedback from?
I was just dropping it. Hey, you got your drawers dirty over here.
Yeah, you see what I'm saying, though, man? You see what I'm saying? Remember when I told you about the voices? Voices all around me. I'm hearing voices trying to help or destroy me? Should I listen and take heed or mute the sounds and act naive? Of these voices, I'm hearing voices. What voices are you hearing today? What voices are you entertaining? Because sometimes, like I told you, a fool can tell you something good if you're listening.
You right.
All right, so respecting others, man, diversity. A big issue in the black community. We don't want to listen. We don't want to share. We don't want to confront and level with people. We don't want to talk out situations. And most definitely, we don't know how to respect one another. Because if the respect level was there, there won't be as many homicides as it is in our communities. It wouldn't be. Last but not least, stages has changed. How do I change? How do I change? How do I come into a metamorphosis or to a thought life of getting out of the streets? It's hard.
Yeah.
I can say all day, I ain't going back over there. I'm not going back over there. I'm going to tell you how, listen, man, listen. Somebody can get shot and killed at the corner store. Do you think people going to stop going in that store?
No. Oh, no.
Okay, that's a good prime example. They're not. And the Arab or the person that's owning the store, he's sure enough, he probably close up to wipe up the blood. But I guarantee that store will be back open in a couple of hours.
Yeah, of course.
Whoever run that store. Whatever race it is. But 9 times out of 10, it's not going to be black.
It's going to be Arab.
Not in our community.
No, man.
And that's just facts. And I speak about facts. I don't speak unless it's based on objectivity.
Oh, if you
and it's going to be facts, especially when I'm teaching you young brothers. But this is what it is, man. Respect another. So, the 5 keys of change. You got one more. One more. Action. Action. Five. Action and maintenance. Action and maintenance. Once I deal with these right here, then I show action in doing it. And when I'm doing it for a while, when you driving your car for a minute, when that oil light come on, what that oil light telling you to do?
Change.
Change what?
Ew.
Change your oil. That's an indicator. When you see yourself slipping sometimes, that's an indicator that you need to go back and think some things through. That's an indicator. There's an indicator that you got to go back and fix some things. When you see yourself getting out of whack a little bit, you got to, hey, man, I'm getting too far out there. When I stop hanging the streets, I've been working for the last couple of months. I get off work and go straight home. Now I done seen Junebug, and I get off work now, and I feel now self-gratification. I got to go treat myself to a beer. Oh, now I got to go smoke a blunt. I ain't gonna sit out there and show all the brothers all the good stuff that I done got since I done got myself straight. Since I'm a working man now. And this is, man, that's the most deadliest mistake that you could ever make, man. That's right, my brother. That's right. That's right. Because now you really not a part of the streets like that no more. And people can do what they want to do to you.
Yeah.
There ain't no rules in the streets. There's no referees, man. And ain't nobody there to say, man, you doing wrong. That's what you in the streets for. People do wrong in the streets. It ain't like you doing it in church. Now, if you was in church, somebody went in there and robbed, they'd be like, man, you know, you were wrong for that, bro. You don't went in the house of God and robbed that, man. You know, even people in the streets gonna tell you that.
Yeah.
Man, you know, you crazy, man. You know you dead wrong.
You know you wrong.
You know, rob that man in Jesus' house. You see what I'm saying? But if you on the streets, ain't nobody got nothing to say about that.
That's the one sad thing I believe it, though. They respect that, though. That'd be the only
Yeah, they respect it, but that's the only religion. But that's another word within itself. But action and maintenance, man. Action and maintenance, man. You gotta stay polished up, man, on your, man, and you know what? I got to put this because this is so important, man. The 5 keys of change, or the 5 keys of positive change, really when it all boils down to, man, it's your belief system, man. Your belief system and your values. So what you're doing is you're reconstructing your beliefs and your values when you coming out of the streets. It's tough, man. But you fighting so much stuff coming out of the streets, and people think it's easy. Change is not easy.
No.
People think that doing bad is easy. No, doing good is hard.
Yeah.
Especially when you're so used to messing up or effing up. You're so used to it. It comes natural. It comes natural. You get to a stop sign, you just got your license back. You so used to running stop signs and running lights and eluding the law or being lawless. And your mom like, man, run it. Just run it. You used to do it.
No, we talk about it too much.
You see what I'm saying? Yeah, you can't do that no more.
I'm about to say, I ain't doing it no more.
You can't do it.
Too much.
And see, it's your belief system. Your belief system wouldn't allow you to go back and start doing the same stupid stuff that will cause you damaging consequences. That's the definition of street
I don't
ignorance.
feel like paying for no ticket right now.
Hey, you don't have to take it, bro. You need to keep it moving.
I don't feel like
Take your break, man. Take your break.
Crap.